Well, everyone, this is your old pal, Hannibal Collector. I just got done watching my Day 21 movie for my 31 Days of Halloween, and this one is a classic, Psych 9. And as always, from Tubi themselves, a young woman with a troubled past takes a job at a recently closed down hospital. Working the night shift alone, she begins to experience a series of unsettling events that lead her to believe that the hospital may be connected to a number of recent murders in the area. To uncover the truth, she will have to revisit the past behind the walls of Psych 9. This film has a bit of nostalgia for me because this is back in the peak time of physical media. Video sales were still strong. A lot of these horror movies will hit around this time of year because they just got done doing the film festival circuit. So you had things like 8 Films to Die For, Ghost House Pictures, After Dark Horror, just all kinds of things that would have these little taglines on your end caps at these Walmart electronics sections where all their movies were. And all the other places too. But at that time, you can go into a Walmart and it would have the largest selection of physical media. And I dare say Psych 9 was trauma horror done right back before trauma horror became its own genre.
This place can be a little unsettling at times.
What's also impressive in this film is the notable cast in a direct-to-video movie. This is when you know that video sales were going strong and a lot of big names or recognizable names were understanding that at the time. As the title implies, this is kind of a psychological movie.
You think it's me? You think I'm the Night Hawk?
And it was at the peak time when all these movies were trying to give you a little bit more of a aha or insightful moment. So it's very much a product of its time in all the good ways, in my opinion. As far as notable names, Cary Elwes is in this, and he turns in a fantastic performance.
The root of your problem lies buried somewhere in your past.
And it's very nuanced, and I think he was very aware of what he was playing, and he knew exactly how to play the character that he was given. And an actor that everyone likes, but I still think is underrated, and that's Michael Biehn.
Someone must know who this man is.
From so many other films. He's in here, he turns in a very strong performance, and I think the way he plays this character actually sets the tone of the film itself. His acting alone makes this film feel more like you're watching a film noir.
What are these X's here? They're where the murders have occurred.
Yeah, all within the 2-mile radius.
But this street here.
This hospital.
Than just a regular old horror movie. Now, a name that's not so much recognizable, but has done a lot of movies, has a lot of accolades, and that's Colleen Kemp. Some of you old school guys might remember her from the first 2 Police Academy movies. Cult classic followers will know her as the maid from the movie Clue. And the cool thing that I like is that she was in Apocalypse Now, but her role is more prominent when you watch the redo version. But truthfully, this film has a very small cast, but everybody in it has a long list on their IMDb page. For those of you that remember, Ghost House Pictures was started by Sam Raimi and Rob Tapert. Well, they also went on to have Ghost House Underground, which was their direct-to-video market for mostly horror films. Psych 9 is the last film to be made under Ghost House Underground. And I feel like a lot of the trauma horror movies now owe a lot to a movie like Psych 9.
Deep in her mind lies secrets.
The root of your problem lies buried somewhere in your past, Rosner.
The lead, Sarah Foster, turns in a fantastic performance. She has not done a lot of work compared to her colleagues, but this is what she's most known for, and I think that's a good one to be known for. These are actually some of the kinds of films I like. You've got a tinge of mystery, you've got suspense, it's very psychological, there's a lot of layers to what's going on with a very small cast. Most of the film is shot indoors, so the claustrophobic aspect of it really aids to you feeling the tension and the mental breakdown that's going on before you. And I'm not sure everything that's done in this film could be done today. This is trauma horror in the most traumatic sense, still balancing out what's going on, but a lot of the skin crawl moments are actually done through dialogue, and I'm not sure a lot of that dialogue could happen in a film today. Especially if you're a physical media collector and you like horror. If you haven't watched this film, I highly recommend it. If you like movies that have a little more trauma horror to them or a psychological element, this is 100% something you should add to your list. I'm glad I watched it. I'm glad Tubi had it on. I'm moving on to the next one. Don't forget to like, follow, follow, subscribe, so you know what the next movie I'm going to watch is. And don't forget to follow my letterbox as well. And until next time, this is your old pal, Hannibal Collector, signing off.
Psych 9.
Hello, everyone. This is your old pal, Hannibal Collector. I just got Grable.